Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism Kills. It's December 14th, 4:35 a.m. Now today, we're going to see what the prestigious Mayo Clinic says about hypoxaluria and oxalosis. Hypoxaluria, oxalate poisoning, has been known by doctors for over 170 years. Now, you can see the overview. Hypoxaluria occurs when you have too much oxalate in your urine. Vegans eat the highest oxalate diet known to man. It's not only in leafy greens, but a lot of it, if you go to St. Joseph's of California, pull up their oxalate chart, all that spinach you're eating, it's going to kill you. Alright? Now, hypoxaluria occurs when you have too much oxalate in your urine. Oxalate is a natural chemical in your body. It's also found in certain types of food, like leafy greens. But too much oxalate in your urine can cause serious problems. This is the Mayo Clinic, not me. Hypoxaluria can be caused by inherited genetic disorders, an intestinal disease, or eating too many oxalate-rich foods. The long-term health of your kidneys depends on early diagnosis and prompt treatment of hypoxaluria. Vegans deny this. They don't tell you it exists. You go on the vegan diet, your health starts to decline, and they'll tell you they don't know why. Yes, they know why. It's right there. I'm reading this because it appears that some vegans don't know how to read. Oxalosis happens after the kidneys fail in people who have primary and intestinal causes of hypoxaluria. Okay? An excess oxalate builds up in the blood. This can lead to oxalate deposits in the blood vessels, bones, and body organs. Oxalate poisoning. Oxalates are toxic. Here goes your symptoms. Often the first signs of hypoxaluria is a kidney stone. Symptoms of kidney stone can include severe or sudden back pain, pain in the area below the ribs, on the back, flank that doesn't go away, blood in the urine, frequent urge to urinate, pain when urinating, chills or fever. You always hear vegans, I'm cold, or they have fevers and they don't know why. Now, primary oxaluria is if you have a genetic defect. Okay? You're going to worry about if you're vegan enteric hypoxaluria, hypoxaluria related to eating high oxalate foods, and then the end stage of hypoxaluria, oxalosis. Okay? This is the one we want to pay attention to. Several intestinal diseases, including Crohn's disease and short bowel syndrome, as a result of surgical procedures, increase the absorption of oxalate from foods, which can cause and then increase the amount of oxalate excreted in the urine. Okay? But this one here is hypoxaluria related to eating high oxalate foods. Eating large amounts of foods high in oxalate can increase your risk of hypoxaluria or kidney stones. Okay? In this case, if you're vegan and you're chomping down on the leafy greens and high oxalate foods, you go into enteric hypoxaluria. Then the next step, if you don't treat it because you don't believe it happens, because some vegan scientist says so, you go into oxalosis. Eating large amounts of foods high in oxalate can increase your risk of hypoxaluria, kidney stones. Ask your doctor or dietitian for a list of high oxalate foods. Avoiding high oxalate foods is particularly important if you have enteric hypoxaluria. So if you're eating leafy greens and you start showing signs, you have enteric hypoxaluria. Here are the signs right here, complications. Decreased urine output or no urine output at all. This is why they always feel thirsty. Feeling generally ill and tired. How many times have we heard that before from a vegan? Loss of appetite, nausea, and vomiting. We heard about that too before. Pale skin color related to anemia. How many times have we gone over this? Swelling of hands and feet. Okay? Now I want you to read the late stages can cause a variety of complications outside the kidney, including bone disease, anemia, skin ulcers, heart and eye problems. Vegans, yes, you get heart problems from your vegan diet. And in children, a failure to develop and grow normally. Again, and in children, a failure to develop and grow normally. Do we understand what we just said about children? I'll say it again. And in children, a failure to develop and grow normally. That's why I say these vegan parents forcing their small children, toddlers, or infants to go on this vegan diet, they should be thrown in jail and the child be put in protective custody. Because here we are reading the science, and science are telling you from the Mayo Clinic, which is very prestigious, that it will harm your child. Right there, the last sentence. And in children, a failure to develop and grow normally. Do we have to read it again? So, again, if you're forcing your kid on a vegan diet, realize that sooner or later, this is going to catch up to you in two forms. One, that your child's going to get sick and you're going to damage them. And two, sooner or later, somebody, if your child is young, and CPS finally wakes the hell up, they're going to come and take your child. And if I see your child looking ragged and starving, and then you tell me he's a vegan, he's got a high IQ, you know what? I'm calling CPS. That's it. I'm out of here. Vegans, you're sick.